Today on the Diz List, we welcome you to the first annual Dizzies Awards, Part 2.
Wow.
Welcome
to the Diz List. Welcome to the Dizzies, guys.
Wow.
Welcome back. Whoa.
Jeez.
Wow.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, that was wild. You have total control of your audience. Jeez,
Yeah.
You must be a teacher.
Yeah, it's like my classroom.
That actually happened to me in class last Friday. I mean, I whistled, but normally when I will whistle, I'll do and I didn't want to whistle into the microphone. I whistle and, there's still some chatter. And then eventually because if you listen, my voice was gone the other week. So I had to whistle.
Yeah.
And I whistled and it was silent. And I just went, whoa, that never works.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And they all
it's
looking
very
at me.
rare
I was
that works.
Wow.
So
yeah, especially in a 6th grade class.
Yeah, 6th grade especially. That's kind of crazy. That's wild.
Yes. They were silent.
So like we said, guys, welcome to the Dizzies. We're definitely pretty excited. I know I am for what's about to transpire here. When we talk about awards like the Dizzies, which are I don't know about you, Rob. Did you hear that these are the greatest awards you can possibly win as a Disney park, a Disney ride? I don't know if you heard that, but we're kind of a big deal.
Well, I tried to look up the some of the addresses are available, but it's hard to give an address to certain things. We'll be sending out the trophies. And, I think you have a photo. The photo of the trophy will be posted eventually. Probably by the time this episode is out, you'll get to see what the trophies look like.
I'm gonna probably drop them in to the video post production.
Great.
I'll drop that in. We're gonna this week we are gonna talk about experiences. Yep, this is what we're gonna do. Okay. In full transparency, this show is being recorded right after last week's show, and so this one's a little bit shorter. We're excited about some stuff coming up. We're doing this so that Rob is allowed to go and travel with his family, so that he can go and enjoy a great trip down in Florida. And also I'll be traveling to Cleveland. So this is a way for us to still have some family time during the holidays while you all go off and, are listening to us still. So if you're wondering why we're not talking about a bunch of news, that's why. What I do want to do is just do a recap thus far what we did. So last week, if you missed it, we started with our resorts and dining episode. In the resorts and dining episode, we awarded 5 categories. Best resort news, which we said was the Lakeside Lodge and all the things that are happening over there. The best new dining announcement was the fact that the Pirates Tavern, Beacon Barrel, right? That opened up, and that just barely eked out bourbon steak and GO 82. We then moved on to best resort theme and vibes, which we gave to Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom Lodge it's got a savannah. That's all you gotta say. Best bang for your buck resort we thought was the Caribbean Beach Resort, due to its proximity to 2 parks with the Skyliner and the fact that you can hop over to the boardwalk area and Epcot for food. And then lastly, the best resort pool was the lava pool. It edged out Stormalong Bay for the first time in probably forever, solely because Stormalong Bay had been closed for 6 months of the year. So now we're going to talk about experiences. Now, for the definition of experiences, these are things that they're not rides. We could be talking about nighttime shows. We could be talking about
entertainment.
Maybe it's entertainment. Yep. Good. Yep. The categories that we're going to be awarding this week, there's only 3 of them, but there's still big time categories that we're going to have to talk a lot about. Best new show or experience, the best overall live show and the best nighttime show. And unlike last week where we had three nominees in some of the categories, these categories, man, experiences got a glow up this year. They really did. So I'm excited to see what happens and who wins these awards. He said as if he doesn't know who won. So what we're going to do is we're going to head off to an early halftime show. And when we come back,
yes,
we're gonna award the awards. But the reason we go after the halftime show, even though we not really have a first half and a second half, is because we really truly need to thank our patrons over at patreon.com/DizzlessPod. They're the reason that you guys get to see us every week. So you can blame them. We are 100% listener supported.
Yes, we are.
So they are the ones who help us keep the lights on, so to speak. So we're going to head off to the halftime show and we'll see you right after that. Welcome back, guys. I adjusted my camera. Rob was probably like, what is he doing right now in the middle?
No, I figured it out and went, okay, I got to say welcome back because in case Nick trips and falls on a cord. So during the break, Nick, I won't get into this too much, but Nick, since we have a new setup now, we're not in the same room anymore. For 170 so episodes, we were like sitting across from each other. Well, not all, once or twice we've done it remote.
Yeah.
But now with this this new service, who we're not sponsored by, we're actually paying them. It's called Riverside, and it's working out great. Nick had to jump up and quickly adjust his camera, and I was hoping, okay, don't fall. I can finish the episode by myself. I won't be able to administer CPR. I can text his wife if he falls. Not that you're prone to falling. I'm not.
No, I'm not. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. The first category of the day is the best new show or experience. We've got 4 nominees. I'm going to read the nominees off, and then we're going to talk about them because there were some pretty big things happening this year.
Yeah, and I've seen some of these.
Yeah. So we've got Better Zootopia, the new Zootopia show in the Tree of Life. We have Disney's Starlight Nighttime Parade. We have the Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, because what would we do without naming an attraction with the word adventure in it? And then Disney Villains on Fairly Ever After. Those are the 4 nominees for best new show or experience at Walt Disney World.
Okay.
So you have not watched a spoiler, right, for the Better Zootopia, correct?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I have.
I want to say one thing before we start, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
There could not be more of a home run decision than Disney choosing this, because this movie right now is absolutely huge. And I do want to go see it. We actually were talking about going to see it last night. We didn't. But this movie is doing so well. It is getting excellent reviews. And the movie is just sort of, it's gained a new audience because of how long ago part 1 came out. Now there's this new younger generation who's getting into the first one, which really holds up well. And I watched it last year again. I don't usually rewatch movies a lot. And I teach a class where we do animation, and we decided that one of the movies we wanted to watch and look at and talk about animation wise was Zootopia. It holds up really well. So I just wanted to get that out of the way first and say this movie, although I haven't seen it, I was really happy that they were deciding to put Zootopia in there. But this is my main point I want to get to. There's a lot of people that weren't really happy about it. They weren't happy that these talking animals were going into the Tree of Life. But Disney doesn't really look at it that way anymore. They used to. Now Disney looks at it like, okay, this movie's making a lot of money. I don't have an exact figure because it's, people are paying for tickets right now.
Biggest animated opening, biggest animated global opening of all time.
Since Moana 2, I think I read.
Not now.
Anyway, no, I know. It beat Moana 2.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to get started on Moana either. But my point is that's really going to bring people into Animal Kingdom, and it was a great gamble, and kudos to the people that went against the grain and knew there was going to be some hate. But a lot of these younger kids are going to say, "Mommy, Daddy, I want to go see the Zootopia show."
Yeah, Zootopia and Bluey are the reasons that Animal Kingdom is still going to have people going to it with everything closed. The people who didn't like Zootopia going in there are the same people who love it when they run in when they go there and they they run into the Up characters, right? So they can complain about the IP, but they're sitting there taking pictures with
Kevin,
all the characters, with Kevin running around and
I love seeing Kevin.
So it is what it is. People, you're never going to make everybody happy. So so the Better Together we kind of already talked about, but I have seen some of the videos. I will say that one of our friends was just there. So Becky was there, and she posted on her story that they got B mode Clawhauser. So not sure how I feel about that already.
So Clawhauser, I know this much at least, is a beautiful and very clean and smooth animatronic, which is kind of
so smooth
reason why people want to go.
So smooth you can't even tell it's moving.
Right.
Sorry.
That's a bummer. Anyway, I just wanted to give a little context. And B mode just means that a screen comes up and you still hear the voiceover, but you're looking at an animation instead of the live animatronic.
Yeah. But I mean, these things happen, right? It's early going. They'll fix it. They'll figure it out. Disney Starlight, you saw that and you were pretty stoked about this thing. Can you want to describe for the listeners?
I will start off by saying I am a huge fan of the Main Street Electrical Parade, and I always have been. And I was very lucky to see the revival of the Electrical Parade in August of 2016. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I think it's August of 2016. And I've always really liked the music. Our intro music is based on that. It's influenced from that. And I was really hoping when I got to see this nighttime parade that it would have some nods to the original Main Street Electrical Parade. And finally, when the last float comes, the music is very, very much similar to the Electrical Parade. You have the Fab Five plus the extras, and it was just such a great nostalgic moment. Everybody was happy, loved it. All of the floats were incredible. The cast member performers did an amazing job. I was just very, very happy with it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again very soon. So I'm a big fan of Disney Starlight.
Yeah. I mean, I have not yet seen it. I'm going to be seeing it this summer. I'm excited to see it. Obviously, it's one of those things that I didn't get to see because, look, I came to Disney late in my life, right? And so I did not get to see the grandeur that was the original parade. But one of my favorites is the water pageant because it's just nostalgic, even without having seen those things as kids. It's nostalgic because of the way they are. It reminds me of the things that we grew up seeing, with like the way that maybe you'd have lights on a house at Christmas time or whatever. But it's
same
very
vibe. So you get
exactly.
It.
So so I feel connected to it. So I'm excited for that.
It's just a modern take on that. You still get that same vibe, but it's very clean and smooth, and the way that the LED lights kind of organically flow, and it's very, very well done.
So the other thing that happened this year is that the Voyage of Little Mermaid had been closed for ever,
long time,
right? And then
since COVID, because it closed, right?
Correct. Yep. And so they reopened it as the Little Mermaid musical adventure. As I jokingly said, everything's got to have adventure in it, right? So this particular attraction is located not really in Animation Courtyard. I mean, it's technically where it's located at, but because of it's open right now. So if it's open right now, it's clearly not just an Animation Courtyard. But basically they redid the story of it, right? They kind of went through and made it a little bit more. Well, first of all, they abbreviated it. It's 20 minutes now. So I think before it was like 30 something, but it's shorter. I mean, from the pictures I've seen, I haven't seen the show. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen the show as far as in person. I've seen some video of it. The pictures of it are amazing. Ursula is like stunning, absolutely stunning. So I do, I've heard really good things about this. Even some outlets that don't usually like when they've changed stuff have even said that they liked it. So for those of you who might know who I'm speaking of, I'll just use a first name. A guy named Tom even said it wasn't that bad. And for him to say it wasn't that bad is kind of interesting. Rob's laughing because he knows that guy likes to hate on everything. And he did not completely hate on it. So he didn't love it though. So, but yeah, so the Little Mermaid is reopened. And the last one I am so excited to see. Rob has told me just enough to wet my whistle and to make me want to go. I have chosen not to get a lot of spoilers on this one. Rob absolutely loved it. He was able to go. This is the second show, the second new. I don't want to call it new
I know
show.
what you're going to say.
Second updated show / new show that you have been introduced to by our good friend Rob from Ear Scouts.
Rob, yeah.
It's the second time because you did your first time doing the updated Country Bears was with
Country
him.
Bears.
Yes. Yeah. So
I'm not going to say too much again because if you haven't seen this yet, there's some really cool surprises that I don't want to say anything because you know me.
Go ahead.
And Nick loves to pick. This is why I'm so trepidatious here. Nick loves to pick on me for giving away too much. So I will say this,
I don't want to spoil it,
but there's the
ending,
Ninja Turtles come out and then Shredder. Well, I say that because the Ninja Turtles used to be part of Hollywood Studios. That's what that reference was. Anyway, it's a great show. There's some cool practical effects. I think this stuff is okay to say. There's some good practical effects. There's a lot of fun screen work. There's multiple screens all over the inside of the theater. There's great singing. And then there's a cool interactive element at the end. And I really, really enjoyed this. I enjoyed it so much that one of our recent episodes where we talked about Villains Land, I was kind of hoping that this entire production they can just put on the back of a tractor trailer and just drive it over to Magic Kingdom. I mean, that's not really possible. The theater's huge, but I mean, they can take the plans and Imagineers can just kind of hit copy paste and take everything and put it over there because it's just really, really well done. And then I'm hoping that theater could become maybe Muppets again, just wishful thinking. Again, not anything we have information on, but all right. So we have Zootopia, we have Disney Starlight Parade, Little Mermaid, and we have Disney Villains. Two of these I have seen. And
yes, I lean pretty heavily on you to choose this particular one. Like most of the awards we tag teamed. This one I leaned in heavily to you because you have seen most of this stuff, and I think I would have chosen the winner anyway. So I'm going to let you go ahead and open the envelope here.
All right. And the Dizzy goes to Disney Starlight. Dream the Night Away. Whenever I hear Starlight, I think of Star Child from Kiss, but this is a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah. So Disney Starlight, I mean, it looks so beautiful. I have watched the entire video of this. It looks stunning.
Totally different.
It looks stunning.
I know you understand.
No, I understand. I understand being there live is definitely different, but like
totally different.
If it's stunning when you're watching it as a video, I can only imagine what it's going to be like when you're there. It's the same thing with the fireworks, right? The fireworks are beautiful when you watch them on video, but they are ridiculously beautiful when you're there in person. So not shocked by that.
We camped out a little early, and people probably know this tip, but I'll just kind of say it anyways. Maybe people don't know this. So for the daytime parades, they will start over by Tiana's and Pecos Bills. They start there, and then they move through Liberty Square into the circle in front of the castle and end on Main Street. The nighttime parade is the opposite. So that will start on Main Street, and then it finishes over by Pecos Bills and Tiana's. So just the timing worked out really well when we were there, and we just sort of camped out. I think we were out riding Tiana's at the time, and we decided, okay, we're going to camp out here, and we're just going to wait for a little bit. And we relaxed for, I don't know, we were maybe 20 minutes, half an hour early. Got a really great spot, sort of in that area in between Country Bears and Pecos Spills. Got a great spot and sat there and watched the whole show. I live streamed it. I think it's still up on our social media.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure it is.
I think I
if not,
live stream the whole thing.
Yeah.
But this is one where I think if you go in and watch the whole parade, I mean, there's not really much to spoil because each float is a different character, and it's like what we said. You just got to see it in person. It's totally different.
Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Would you like to do the honors and reading the nominees for the best overall live show?
Yeah, this one's going to be a little easier because we've talked about a couple of these, and a lot of them we've discussed so much on our show. So this is going to be a shorter one. So our best overall live show is going to be, here's our nominees. We have The Lion King in Animal Kingdom. We have
Festival of the Lion King.
Yep, Festival of the Lion King. We have Little Mermaid, A Musical Adventure, which I've seen the original version of. I didn't mention that last time because I knew we were going to say it again here. And I've seen the original version. I've seen the beginning and the end. In the middle, if you saw me in the theater, you saw this. I was taking a nap. That's my only experience with that one.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo is the next one, and that's excellent.
Yeah.
And even the abbreviated version is still excellent. I miss a couple of the things, but still great show.
Yeah.
And then finally, Disney Villains, Unfairly Ever After. Great show. Anything you want to say about them before we really get into this? Because we've discussed these a lot.
Yeah, I would say, there's lots of live options in live show options at Disney. I think if we were going to talk about the best live shows and we included like holidays and special showings, then you got to start wondering about like the Mickey or the Jollywood Nights shows and stuff like that, because there's some pretty cool stuff going on over there with the Muppets. But for everyday ones, I think it's pretty obvious. I don't know why we need to we're not even gonna like kind of draw this out. We're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit drum roll. Yeah, it's gotta be Festival of the Lion King. I don't know why we can't mess with you guys. You have to know that that's the case. We love that show, and maybe you don't, but I think that's the best live show on property. I got a comment from somebody this week because we had posted something about the Lion King a couple weeks ago, and they had commented on it. It's one of our good patrons, and they said, I went to see Lion King for the first time because of you guys, and I will never miss it ever again. Like, it's that good. It's just, you can't miss that show. It's so amazing. And I
have a similar patron comment from a friend of the show, Mikey. We had mentioned that if a kid gets to participate, it's like this life-changing event. And he sent me a video of his daughter getting to participate in the show, and it was just so sweet. And he said, she remembers that moment forever. And just cool that they do that, and they get to bring people into the show, and kids are going to remember that for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. People of all ages.
When I was younger, this is so strange. What we would go to back when it was MGM, like, I don't know why this is true. My sister could vouch for me on this. They always pick my dad. Always. I don't know what it is. Like, he's not like him and I, my mom is very talkative. My dad's a quieter guy. They always pick him. And it was hilarious because, my dad's this, quiet librarian guy, kind of stoic. And he was just the funniest person for them to pick. They always pick my dad. So pick the little kids. Don't pick me. Don't pick my dad.
That's funny. That's funny. The next category, best nighttime show. Okay. So this is tough because there's a lot of really good nighttime shows now.
Yeah.
So you have Happily Ever After. You have Luminous, which is the one over the fireworks show over at Epcot.
Yep.
You have Fantasmic, which I still have never seen.
Studios. I've tried every time.
Yeah. The Starlight Nighttime Parade. Yep. So Disney Starlight, and then you have the Electrical Water Pageant. Okay, and those are just 5 You could go on, because actually it does get dark early enough now that right now they are showing projections on the Tree of Life. So you've got that. When they're doing a drone show, that's a nighttime show. And so like there's all these things that you can do now at night that are a lot better than what they were before. Happily Ever After is just a remarkable fireworks spectacular. The fact that they drop that kind of money every single day on fireworks is amazing. Luminous is, in my opinion, it's actually a downgrade from what it was before.
Harmonious.
Everybody, I know everybody loved to hate on the water tacos. Us as we were included in that. But when you saw the show,
I know.
When you saw the show, it was like, oof, that's amazing. That's tipping my hat a little bit about the award. There is that, Luminous is not as good, I don't think, as the last two shows that were over at Epcot. Fantastic.
We saw Harmonious. Yeah, I was standing next to you, and I look over at you, and we were just, because we were expecting garbage.
Yeah.
And I looked at Nick, and we were both like, what is wrong with people? This is so good.
The colors were amazing.
Shocked.
Yeah. Of course, we did have probably the best spot to watch it from. We were like in that perfect viewing area where you're supposed to watch it from. So that's part of it. But it didn't take, it's not like we waited there for a long time. We were there for 30 minutes before the show. Fantasmic is a perfect mix of like stage show and Nighttime Spectacular, and just like relaxing, sit down. You could even, if you get close enough, it could be a water ride because you might get wet. You're in the splash zone, like going to see Shamu or something. But that's just a remarkable show, and they've updated it too. So it's been upgraded this past year. They upgraded some of the scenery, some of the scenes have been upgraded. Starlight, we just talked. I mean, you just talked about that. It's just amazing. I do have to talk about the water pageant, because the water pageant is it's a leftover, right? It's something that is, it's like from a time gone by. When you see the water pageant go by, if you're staying at one of those resorts that it goes by, and you don't take the time at least once during your stay to go out and watch this, you're doing yourself a disservice. It instantly, the sounds just transport you to 1975. Like they just do. It's this, I mean, it's just that cool, I don't want to call it vibe, the cool way that they actually, that was it MIDI music, right? It's MIDI, but like it's just so, it's tinny, it's old school. It's a lot of fun, and the lights, and it's just so cool, especially when it's so dark out. It looks like those things are on the water. You can't tell that they're being towed by boats. So,
well, I think the important thing to ask yourself is, why hasn't it gone away?
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason it hasn't gone away is because it's so popular and it's so cool.
I know.
I mean, it's an amazing thing to see.
Does it cost a lot of money? No. I mean, maybe maintenance here and there, but the rumor is the back of those things, it's just like pieces of wood with chicken wire. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. I mean, that's a rumor. I don't know if it's true, but hey, if it works, it works. It's not expensive. People love it. I look at it this way, looking at this list, knowing the different types of Disney fans that I know personally, if we were to put this up in like a March Madness vote, I could see each one of these getting votes.
Absolutely.
Even water pageant.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that it would win, but water pageant would get votes.
No,
for sure.
I wouldn't say it would win. I think the one that wins is the winner for a reason, which you're going to reveal right now. And I agree with you.
Yeah. So without further ado, the winner is Happily Ever After.
Wow, so the audience must have known. They were clapping before you even said it. I must have given it away.
Yeah.
I am known to spoil things, so I may have spoiled it.
They were excited about the drumming. They were excited about the drumming.
This is so much fun.
I accidentally clicked it early. I won't
No,
lie.
it's funny. It's funny.
I was like, oh, shoot. And it threw me off. Happily Ever After.
It's so much better. I love happy accidents.
Yeah. Happily Ever After went away and then came back. And when it came back, people were like in tears. The soundtrack is great. They where else does Hunchback get love other than that show? Like Hunchback's in that show.
Everybody.
The added projections down Main Street are so cool. Like it's just awesome. I love this show.
I've only seen video of it because the few times that I've seen that show, the one time with you, we were kind of at I forgot what's there. It's Casey's Corner, and I forgot what's on the opposite side where we were. But
we were over by
I couldn't see them in person. I'm gonna try to here next time we're there.
I mean, you couldn't see
watch the show.
Just turn around.
I want to stand back further. Like, how far back are you talking? Like where the Roy statue is, and like the entrance to the Emporium, or what?
I mean, you could stand back there. I don't stand that far back. If I was going to watch and I really wanted to concentrate on what's going on Main Street, I would probably
like the
go
magic shop area.
Yeah, or where that intersection is. You know, that where you can go off, and we've talked about it, how it's a nice, quiet little area over there where they do the silhouette stuff, and they have the
Crystal Arts entrance, maybe.
No. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's like, it's in that little spot where it comes off there, that little side street. If you go there, I think that's a really good spot. Like not in the street, obviously, but like that far back is probably enough where it's not going to be super crowded. Try that. You're going to be able to see the projections. I think it's really cool, especially like during the scenes with like the Lion King, because like the whole Main Street turns red, like it's on fire, because it's like supposed to be like you're like Scar fighting there and it's on fire or whatever. Yeah, it's an amazing show. It really is.
I think listeners will agree.
Yeah.
And as much as I liked Starlight too, when Nick and I discussed this, and Nick's like, I really like Happily Ever After, and my response is, so do I. So even though I really like Starlight and Nick hasn't seen it, I mean, we both love Happily Ever After, and I'm fully okay with that being our winner for this round. So
I mean,
it's such a great show. It's just but the good thing is there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of really good shows here. So
yes, 100%. So all right. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this award show format that we've been doing the last couple of weeks. It's been a lot of fun for us to put together. Next week, we're going to be talking about the rides categories. And for the rides categories, you know, I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek. There's a category that is called Ride News, or Best News of the Rides. Next year, not best news. Sorry, I take that back. Glow ups. Okay, where like which rides got pixie dusted. Next year, that category is going to be full of like 10 things, because there's so many things getting refurbed right now that we're excited to see. Some of which I will be able to see this summer when I go, because they've announced their pretty aggressive timeline of opening things up, so I'll be able to see some of that. So we're gonna head off though, and we're gonna record the third installment of our show here. So I'm looking forward to that. Anything to add, Rob?
No, we just appreciate our listeners. And if you're new, or if you're a longtime listener, please share this with a friend, pass our show along, help us grow. We are 100% listener supported. We don't get money from any companies or ads or anything like that. It's all straight from all of you, and we really, really appreciate it. So share it with a friend. It would mean a lot to us.
Yeah, we take payment in the form of annual passes. So if Disney wants to throw those our way, we'd be happy.
Please. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So it's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a list away.
Tune in next time, and we'll see you real soon.